Hey guys, today I want to address a very common question most anxiety sufferers will ask themselves during a panic attack, and that's, is it a panic attack or is it a heart attack? And it's a pretty common scenario for most first-time panic attack sufferers to immediately think they're having a heart attack. I mean, after all, one of the most prominent symptoms of a panic attack is a pounding heartbeat that seems to flutter out of control. And it's pretty terrifying. Plus, if you're unfamiliar with the symptoms of a panic attack, a heart attack seems like a natural conclusion to what you're feeling. Because it's so common to mistake the chest pains that normally accompany panic attacks for a life-threatening heart attack, this video will clear up the confusion and differentiate between the two. Now, up front, I want to just say that people don't die from panic attacks. So even though it feels like your heart is going to pop right out of your chest during one of these episodes, the fact is attacks like these are analogous to intense levels of cardio exercise, with one major safety net. Extreme cardio exercise may potentially lead to a heart attack, whereas a panic attack will force you to pass out or faint before any real damage is done. And that's because the physical symptoms of a panic attack are triggered by an offset in breathing, usually hyperventilation. Your heart isn't being strained, it's being thrown into a natural fight or flight response. And also, your heart isn't what's causing the panic attack, your mind is. So the fear combined with the physical sensation creates a natural sense of urgency. Now, every year, thousands, if not millions of people having chest pain, difficulty breathing, pain or numbness in the left arm, and tingling throughout the body end up in a hospital emergency room because they believe they're having a heart attack. And typically, a few tests are run, and the patient is sent home because the nature of the attack he or she experienced is one of panic, not coronary. Here, I'll outline the symptoms of both a heart attack and a panic attack so you can see their subtle differences. So, the two share some common symptoms. For instance, the chest pain from a heart attack is focused in the center of the chest and is crushing, as if a heavy weight is sitting on top of the chest. And it's usually persistent. It may radiate to the left arm, neck, or back, and it lasts longer than 5 to 10 minutes. Heart attack victims also don't hyperventilate unless the person's fear of the heart attack triggers a panic attack. Any tingling they experience is usually confined to the left arm, and vomiting is common. During a panic attack, chest pain is localized over the heart, and it's described as sharp and comes and goes. The pain usually intensifies when breathing in and out. And pressing on the center of the chest can also intensify the pain. So you can see these are some similarities. Some differences, a panic attack may cause nausea, but vomiting is very rare. Now, I've heard of people who have uh, anxiety-induced vomiting. That's possible, but if you're vomiting continuously during a panic attack, you should definitely seek a doctor. If the tingling is present, the entire body usually tingles in a panic attack, and hyperventilation almost always precedes a panic attack. If the location of the pain moves to the center of the chest and doesn't go away within about 10 to 15 minutes, and is accompanied by more than one incident of vomiting or diarrhea, or it goes away and returns a few minutes later, you should seek medical attention. Now, I know these symptoms, they may seem a little vague, it can vary. Sometimes you'll have to use your judgment. Chances are, if you're in your 20s or your 30s and you're having these symptoms, more than likely it's just a panic attack. Now, if you are having panic attacks, you may be inclined to worry about how these episodes are affecting your heart long term. And I'm happy to tell you that panic attacks don't cause heart disease. And some experts actually say they affect the heart similarly, as I said before, to the way cardio exercise does, by causing the release of adrenaline, increasing the heart rate, and expanding blood vessels. On the same note, heart disease doesn't cause panic attacks, although a person with a history of panic attacks who is actually having a coronary may also panic for fear of worsening the heart damage, dying, or being disabled. So you can see how this can turn into sort of a never-ending cycle of anxiety. Again, I want to reiterate, you should just sort of use it as a mantra in your head when a panic attack does hit. People don't die from panic attacks. You will get through it and you will feel better again. Now, that said, listen, stress is never good for your overall health. So it's important to start treating your panic and anxiety right away. You won't hear me say that stress benefits your health. I mean, of course it doesn't. But try not to think of stress as some terminal condition. The truth is, if you don't have traditional risk factors, you're not a smoker, you don't have high blood pressure, obesity, you don't have a family history of heart attack, your risk should be very low. If you're having panic attacks, chances are you have high levels of anxiety, and this kind of constant stress can lead to obsessions about your health. And I'm here to tell you that if you take care of yourself with exercise and proper eating, something you should be doing anyway, you don't need to worry about heart failure during a panic attack. It simply won't happen. The two scenarios, panic attacks and heart attacks, are completely separate animals and should be treated as such. Now, that said, just because you won't die from a panic attack, that doesn't mean you should just live with the debilitating anxiety it creates. There is help for you. And using the correct techniques and exercises, you can learn to control and even completely eliminate panic attacks. And I've made this incredibly simple to start taking control of your anxiety right now with a free video I've created on my website. And the video is called Anxiety Free Tactics. And it shows you step by step how to overcome anxiety and panic using 21 natural techniques you can learn in minutes. And the tactics will give you relief instantly once you put them to use. And really, I can't believe this information isn't being published in more places on the internet. I really had to take, the best information from a bunch of different places and sort of put it together in one video. It's about an hour long, the video. It's step by step, and it's very, very helpful. And the strategies taught in the video truly turned my own anxiety on its head and really gave me peace of mind from the moment I started using them. So start watching the video right now. You can watch it at www.stop-anxiety-panic-attack.com. No one should have to suffer with panic attacks and anxiety. You have all the control to make these negative emotions go away. You just have to learn the techniques and take action towards achieving your goal of complete mental serenity. So check out this life-changing video. You're going to love it, and take the first step towards anxiety recovery. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.